everybody, so today's video is going to be a video that I actually got from one of you guys, an idea, and this is from Val on Instagram, and she thought it would be a cool idea for me to do a video on books that you should, middle grade books that you should read instead of Harry Potter. So that's what we're going to do today, because Richard does what? Spill the tea. It's watermelon Arizona tea, but it's in a teacup and it works for this. Yeah, so. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. So, as we all know, J.K. Rowling has come out as a piece of shit, and we don't stand her no more. If you still stand her, hit the exit. Don't let the door hit you in the ass on the way out. But, so, I have books here that I think are better than Harry Potter, and I really do mean that. And also I think they are better to read instead of Harry Potter. So yeah, so if you're a fan, girl or boy, and you're coming onto this and you're angry at me, I don't care. There is no disclaimer. You guys know me, I do not give disclaimers. I don't give a fuck if your feelings are hurt by this. Imagine the feelings that are hurt by the statements this woman has made. Yeah, okay. Alright, let that sink in. Alright, so let's go ahead and get into this. So I have 6 middle grade books here that I think are better to read than Harry Potter. So let's go ahead and get into this. So the first one is the Spiderwick Chronicles. This is the field guide. This is book 1, but I think the whole series is, they're all 100 pages each. So like, they're a breeze to get through. They're really fun. And this is a middle grade fantasy series that came out in 2003, and I've loved it ever since. Spiderwick Chronicles is my favorite book series. I got posters, I got the toys, I got everything. You guys know this about me, if you should. You guys know I love the Spiderwick Chronicles. But this series is about 3 siblings who move into this old Victorian house in the middle of the country. And they end up, excuse me, yeah, okay. They end up finding out that their great-great-uncle wrote a field guide that had to do with fairies and creatures and stuff like that. And they end up getting wrapped up in all of these crazy, spooky, and just thrilling adventures while living at this house. And this is just such a fun series. It can get dark at times, but it is so good. And if you're looking for fantasy that is just so fun and it's not hard to get into, this is right here for you guys. So I highly recommend the Spiderwick Chronicles. And then the next one is The Ghost in the Mirror, but more anything by John Bellairs I would highly recommend over Harry Potter. And let me spill a little bit tea. J.K. Rowling did, she did say in an interview a long time ago, and it's included in a book, that she was a fan of John Bellairs. And the reason I'm saying that is because throughout the years of reading Harry Potter, I have noticed things that have come from John Bellairs. So there's a difference between being inspired and stealing shit. And do I believe that she took things? Yes. Do I think she did it maliciously? Probably not, but she did it. And maybe one day I'll talk about all that, but this is not the video for it. But I would highly recommend John Bellairs over J.K. Rowling any fucking day. You guys know he's my favorite author. But this is Ghost in the Mirror. And this one's about a young girl named Rose Reed, and this is the UK edition. That's why it looks so fucking beautiful. Like, do not tell me that UK covers are not better than the US covers for middle grade books. Do not try to fight me on that, because you will not win. They are so much better than the US ones. But this one is about Rosarita and Mrs. Zimmerman, who accidentally get time travel. Magical stuff happens, and they time travel to the 1800s, where there's this like evil ass wizard who is trying to who is trying to take over, you know, the world, and he's destroying, you know, people, and this family is just getting the brunt of it. and it's just really dark and very just like creepy, and it's a lot of fantasy going on, and it's so cool, and I really love this one. This is one of the first ones I've read of John Bellairs, but if you have not read John Bellairs, highly recommend John Bellairs, especially over J.K. Rowling. Yeah. Alright, then the next one is The 13 Treasures by Michelle Harrison. This is one that I also love. This is one of my favorite series too as well. It's actually a trilogy. Is it a trilogy? Because there's another book now. I guess series. But this one's about a young girl named Tanya who visits her grandmother at this old estate. And she ends up finding out that there was a girl who went missing a long time ago. And it ties into all this spooky stuff that's going on. She thinks things are haunted, but it turns out there's like fairy stuff going on. You guys, I love fairy stuff for like so long. And like I don't read a lot about it, but I've loved like fairy like stories for a very long time. And 13 Treasures, Spiderwick Chronicles, same vibes going on, but this is also pretty damn dark. So yeah, and I think the reason my throat is all messed up, coughing right now, is because there's dust. It's been a long time since I've read this one. I need to reread it. But yeah, really good. Highly recommend that one. This is the UK edition as well. It is available in the US too. And then the next one is Malamander. This is by Thomas Taylor. This is a recent read of mine. I read this last year and fell absolutely in love with it. And I would highly recommend this one too. This is a fantasy about a young boy who lives in this hotel and he works in it as well. And he ends up getting into this adventures with this young girl who comes to the hotel because she's running away from someone. And all these cool magical adventures happen. There's like spooky ghosts in here, and it's like really just like fun and exciting. And fans of Lemony Snicket, yeah, okay. Whoa, I never noticed that. This is the paperback edition. It says, this creepy, quirky debut trilogy opener, think H.P. Lovecraft crossed with John Bellairs. What? Yeah. Wow, I've never, yeah, I did get John Bellairs vibes from this. How, okay, alright, that's exciting. So yes, Malamander, go read it. The sequel just came out too as well. And then we have Hoodoo. This is by Ronald L. Smith. This is a middle grade fantasy too as well. This is more of like a horror fantasy. This is about a young boy who ends up finding out that he is magical, but also there's this creepy man that's like in his dreams is trying to like destroy him and his family, and things just get crazy. That's all I'm gonna say about it. And it's real spooky, and I got scared when I was reading this, and that's difficult. Even though I'm a horror movie fan, like huge horror movie fan, when books scare me, that's a good thing. So highly recommend Hoodoo. And then the last one I want to recommend is Winter House. This is by Ben Gooderson. And this one is about a young girl who goes to stay at this hotel, and she ends up finding out that she has some relation somehow to the hotel, and there's magic going on. There's this evil villain who is a part of the story that is just deadly and just wicked as hell, and there's all this spooky stuff going on. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's really good. And oh yeah, a lavish hotel, a family secret, a book of puzzles, and a veil of magic. That's what it says in the back. But this is a beautiful book. And there are 2 other books. I've read them already too. They're really good, and I would highly recommend Winter House, especially during the winter time. This is a perfect winter read. So highly recommend that. But yeah, so I hope you guys got some really good recommendations from this video. You guys know that I love middle grade, and I'm always recommending it as much as I can. But also right now in this specific video, I'm doing it so that you guys will go and check out these other authors and these other stories that I think are much better than Harry Potter. And also so that we don't give any more money to this woman. Even though some people are, you know, but yeah, it's better to read these instead of Harry Potter. Yeah. Alright. And also, if anybody else wants to do a video like this, go ahead. Tag me in it or whatever. Go read these books. Go check them out. They're so good. They're so fun. They're all available on Amazon. And yeah. Alright, so, and Book Depository. Forgot to say that too. But yeah, okay. That's it. Let's go. That's it. Bye. Bye.